We are on the casino floor of the Caesars Casino with the beautiful sports book right off to our left. Joe Osborne, Jason Logan. We are with you to get into some meat and potato stuff, aka spreads and totals. So we're recording here on Wednesday afternoon. J-Lo, where does the spread and total stand?
Yeah, right now it is Kansas City -1. We saw yesterday afternoon. This went from -1.5 down to -1. Also seen some movement in the money line odds as well too. A lot of people like the Eagles outright as that underdog, and now that's gone from even money this morning to -105, Kansas City at -115. So a lot of action coming in on the Eagles here earlier in the week.
Okay, so let's get into our analysis for each. Take a look at the spread here with Kansas City as a small favorite. Seems to be a popular opinion that on paper, the Eagles are the better team.
Yeah.
I don't think it's very debatable that they do have more talent. However, the Kansas City Chiefs have more talent where it matters most, at quarterback and at head coach. So for those reasons, I'm going to go with the Chiefs here. Once again, they're on this incredible run. 17 straight wins in one-score games. So if it's a tight game late, who do you trust? You're going to trust Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes 7-0 against the spread in games that have a spread less than 3 in the playoffs. So I'm going with KC. What about you?
Yeah, my first bet right out of the chute when odds went up there last Sunday, I took Kansas City money line to win outright. Not playing around with the point spread, and that's kind of where we're heading. We're heading towards a pick'em, so almost a pick'em spread now. Like you mentioned, key position, quarterback. They have the better quarterback. They have the better head coach. They have the big game marbles as well too. This is not going to overwhelm them at all. The one thing that I love about Kansas City is last year, we rewind, we go back to Las Vegas, and they won in Las Vegas. And it wasn't, yay, we won coming out of their mouths. It was, we're going to win 3. This game has been the focus since the whistle blew on last year's Super Bowl. So I like Kansas City has been just mindset for this game all year. I think they get it done here in New Orleans.
Okay, over to the total. And as they say, life is too short to bet the under. So for those reasons, I am going to go with the over. I am expecting points in this one. So take a look at the Kansas City Chiefs defense, the opposing offenses that they've played since the end of November. They've had it really easy. Raiders, Browns, the Steelers, the Houston Texans, who really fell off the cliff in the second half of the season. Finally, they play a good team in the AFC Championship game, a good offense, I should say. The Buffalo Bills coming to town dropped 29 points on them, so I don't think the Eagles are going to have any trouble finding offense in this game. One of the most well-rounded offenses in football, multiple ways to move the ball. The hottest offensive player in the league right now, Saquon Barkley. They can also move the ball through the air. 2 fantastic wide receivers, a great tight end. Now the Chiefs in 3 of the 4 Super Bowls under this regime, in this era, they've had no trouble finding offense. They've had no trouble finding the end zone. Of course, that one versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers didn't really go their way. Some extenuating circumstances maybe, with some injuries along the offensive line. So I think they're going to find their offense here as well. And I like the indoor setting for this game. These teams have both been playing outdoors for the past 4 or 5 weeks. So I think that's going to help kickers, maybe open things up for some explosive plays through the air. I like the over.
All right, I'm going to disagree with you here. I'm going under. I bet the under when it was 49.5, and it's come now down to 49. But what gets me is this look-ahead spread before the events of Championship Sunday was 45.5. Okay? And then it opened 48.5, climbed it up to 49. That's just too big of a jump. It seems like a knee-jerk reaction. We saw the Eagles lay a lot of points against a real bad Commanders defense. You're not playing the Commanders in the Super Bowl. You're playing Spags and the Chiefs. Championship caliber defense that's been able to get it done year after year. Okay, and then we saw Kansas City. They went out and finally scored 30 points against Buffalo. It was the first time they cracked 30 points all year. I think people are putting too much weight into that. I think they're putting too much weight into a Super Bowl matchup that happened 2 years ago. These are 2 offenses that want to control pace. They want to control the ball. They want to run the ball. Mahomes in this passing offense is not the high-flying offenses like we used to see from this team. They are a dink-and-dunk offense. They're super, super efficient on third down. They want to move the chain at their own pace. We're going to see a lot of extended drives, chewing up clock, and we know what the Eagles want to do. They want to run the football. They want to get the tush-push on those third down situations, short yardage situations. I think we're going to see a lot of extended drives, and both teams playing a little bit of keep away. So I like the under in this one. It's still above that key number of 48. So I'm safe with that 49, under 49.
Okay, so some disagreement there, but that's okay. So that's our look at the spread in total. A lot more coverage coming up from Caesars.